nationally, the out-of-stock rate for formula is 43%. Among those who have weighed in and are demanding answers, Minnesota Republican Congressman Tom Emmer. I spoke to him a short time ago about this and other issues. Take a look. And joining us now is Congressman Tom Emmer. Thank you so much for coming on.
Good morning, Esme. Good to see you.
Listen, before we get to the baby formula shortage, I do want to ask you quickly, in those leaked tapes involving Minority Leader McCarthy, you were quoted as saying you wanted then President Trump to be censored for his role in the January 6th uprising. You've never said that publicly. Why not? And do you still feel that way?
You know, Esme, it's really funny that I got two reporters from the New York Times that they wrote an article that I think mischaracterizes a lot of what was discussed in tapes that were made by someone secretly. And they don't want to write about the things that are most important. Esme, I mean, where are these New York Times reporters writing about double-digit inflation that's crushing American families? Where are they?
We want to get to that, but you are the leader. You're the chair of the National Republican Congressional Committee. You're in charge of turning the whole House to the GOP. That's what your task is. I mean, people look to you for your opinions. Do you feel that way about the president, the former president?
Again, I got to tell you, Esme, we got to look forward. This is my colleagues on the other side of the aisle and some people in the quote unquote journalism profession. They just want to look backward. We got serious issues in this country that we got to start to address. Stop it with the daily. What are those shows that the kids watch as the world turns? Stop it with that and start writing about things that are truly important.
Okay, well, let me ask you about something that really is hurting so many people, and that's the baby formula shortage. We're going to put up a map of your district because it's kind of a sprawling district. What are you hearing from your constituents about whether they can get baby formula or not?
Well, I had a town hall a couple nights ago. And by the way, I run into constituents every place I go, obviously. And I was telling you before we came on, they're scared. Esme, they're scared. This is just another failure of the Biden administration. You know, the FDA shut down this facility in Michigan and didn't have a plan for how they were going to get it up and running again. And literally, they have now put us in a terrible position. We might not be able to solve these shortages until sometime later this summer. And it's so important, Esme, to the infants and their families. But more importantly, they're scared. What I'm hearing is it's baby formula, it's inflation, it's gas. They're just scared about where this country is going.
All right, I want to ask you about another issue that a lot of people are concerned about, inflation. And you have been trying to advocate for farmers who have been hit with an inflation price that many of us who are not in farming have not heard about. Record high fertilizer prices are really hurting them. Tell us about that.
Yeah, no, I mean, fertilizer has doubled in cost. Again, this administration wants to blame Ukraine. It's bigger than that. Really, we've sent letters to President Biden asking him to loosen up exports or imports, I should say, from Tobago and other countries that produce fertilizer. This is serious stuff, Esme. Our farming community, while in our area of the world, they may, because they locked in on prices a few months ago, they may be okay this growing season. But as we go forward, if we don't address this, you're not going to be talking about just baby formula shortages on the shelves here in America. You're going to be talking about food shortages.
All right. As I said earlier, you're the chair of the NRCC. You are charged